Assalamu alaikum. This video series presents an attempt at providing an elaborate rendering of what ayahs of the Qur'an actually say. Beyond the brief and simplistic method that has been commonplace in Qur'an translations, this series seeks to convey the wealth of meanings, the multiplicity of dimensions, and the spiritual emotive sense of the Qur'anic text. It does so by catering for as much as possible of the richer semantic and extra-semantic content that is implied within or is attached to the text. You see, it is a common fact that translations of the meanings of the Qur'an have generally been offering denotative renderings that are single-threaded and often marked by scantiness and near literality, whereas my multi-layered exegetic meditative translation methodology goes way beyond that by relying on dozens of authoritative books of Qur'anic Tafsir, that is exegesis in Arabic, in order to exceptionally provide audience according to their reflective preferences with, number one, multiple parallel shades of denotation, number two, connotative meanings and implicatures, number three, meditative insights, and number four, cohesive and contextual insertions. Thus, with the exegetic and contemplative content that it provides, my translation mainly addresses those who are eager to gain better understanding of what their Lord says in His revelation. The present video series presents small chunks of my translation in each episode. Every episode takes a small number of ayahs and translates them exegetically in slices, in one layer at a time, with explanation. The first layer of those is the brief, near literal rendering as a start, giving what I call the sub-basic level of meaning, in a similar fashion to what other translations have been doing, yet offering highlights on parallel denotative senses within the Arabic text. And the rendering is next expanded into what I call the basic meaning level through the inclusion of connotations and implicatures that are naturally understood within the language of the text by native Arabic speakers who are without Islamic knowledge. Afterwards, a final layer of interpretation that adds extra exegetic and meditative content derived from the Qur'an and the authentic Sunnah of Allah's Messenger is added. So within this level, I bring in what is derived from the overall textual context as well, from the exegetic heritage of master commentators, and from the circumstantial settings of revelation, what we call asbab al-nuzul. It needs to be pointed out that after starting with the Qur'an's opening chapter, Surah Al-Fatiha, this video series jumps straight to the Qur'an's last chapter, Surah An-Nas, chapter 114, and then proceeds reversely from there, that is, through chapter 113, 112, chapter 111, and so on, in order to give priority to the Qur'an's shorter chapters, which are more common for the majority of Muslims to recite, especially in their prayers, and are hence more important to learn the meanings of. And two final comments remain that I must make. The first is that the translation I offer here is in no way a final version, due to the universally accepted fact that the Qur'an, to our cognizance, is an ever-evolving text. Therefore, modifications, deletions, and insertions in later versions of my work should always and by all means be expected. And the second comment is that whatever imperfections that may ever mar my work should only be attributable to my human imperfection. With these videos, I hope I can open doors to the public for comprehending and living the meanings of Allah's words, which He has sent down for their guidance in ways that they have not experienced before.